Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday morning to you. I hope that your day is going well. My day is going great. Today is a baking day. Baking and more food prep day, I always kind of call this day. I'd kind of like to focus on just getting a few things baked or maybe make some treats for the week, but we are good with treats still. I am going to make some today, but not excess, like the whoopie pies. Oh, those were so good. Like I like whoopie pies, but I don't like oh, I crave whoopie pies. Those are really good. So I had a couple of those. So we still have some in the freezer, got a little bit in the refrigerator. We're good. We still have chocolate chip cookies in the freezer. So I think I've done too many chocolate chips, like they're done with those. So I kind of was thinking in my head, I could go get, not today, but like get ice cream and make cookie sandwiches. So I'll probably do that with the cookies so they get eaten up. You know, you're thinking ahead to all these things like, okay, how does anybody eat these? They get tired after a while. We've been making them for a while because they've been so good, but I think that the chocolate chips may be done for right now. So we'll see how that rolls. But so I don't really need that kind of stuff. The other day someone said something about bean donuts and I'm like, oh, I haven't made bean donuts. So we're gonna make bean donuts today. I haven't made those in a long time. Those are always yummy, but I do have some things to bake. Just fun treats, fun foods, dinner, all the good things. It'll be a morning of cooking for me today because today's my day to get out the door in the afternoon. So if I can get all my stuff done before, say 12:30, 1 o'clock, then I feel like it's a win. So we're gonna have an amazing day. You ready for some good making food? All right, let's go. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is I'm gonna do a bunch of different bread things today. One thing we're out of is bagels. The kids like their bagels for breakfast, and so I like to have those on hand. I'm just gonna make a small batch, one batch. So I've mixed up my warm water, 1 1/3 cups of water, 2 teaspoons of yeast, and 1 1/2 tablespoons of sugar. So that is all in here, ready to rock and roll. Rock and roll, I don't really do rock and roll, but ready to roll. And then I'm gonna add in it 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt. And then all you do is put in your flour, and that's it, right? Yeah, 3 1/2 cups of bread flour. So should we do this over here? I think over here, I don't know how the microphone quality is until, I go to edit it. And I think I had it over here and it was really loud for like most of the video. So my apologies. Definitely, my things are a little bit different here and sometimes it's gonna take a lot of repetition until I learn, oh wait, that's too loud. So let me put this over here. So into this, we're gonna add 3 1/2 cups of flour. I'm gonna do bread flour. So I've got the bagels already on there fermenting, so they'll heat up and rise up. I'll let it do that while I'm doing something else. So I've been sitting in front of my microwave melting chocolate. So I'm I really have not gone, I've gone shopping, but I've not gone huge shopping, as you know. So I'm using things up, feeling really good. I'm like, it's amazed how much food you can find everywhere. Like even in my freezer, I'm out there going, I was thinking in my head, oh, I'll go in the next week or two. And I'm like, I don't even know, there's so much meat out there still. So it's like, it just keeps growing. So same thing in my cupboards. I'm looking, I'm like, they're getting empty, but I'm like, there's still a lot of stuff to create things and make things. So what I did is I'm gonna make bean donuts. Okay, that requires chocolate chips. So I have 1 package of chocolate chips, that's all I had. So I melted that right here. I have a tiny little bit, like maybe 1/3 or 1/4 of a cup that left in the container, but I thought, well, I'll save that because maybe we'll put it on pancakes or something like that. And then, so I'm looking at this recipe and I'm like, this is just for 1 batch. So I'm like, let me double it. But I'm like, I don't have regular chocolate, but I do have white chocolate. Do you remember that melting chocolate bar that I tried to like sneak into? What did I put it in last time? I can't remember, but I mixed it in. It wasn't a big deal on taste wise. So I just put that in here and I'm gonna add cocoa powder to it. And it's not gonna be exact chocolate, I get you, but I think the bean donut, by the time you mix it all, it'll be good. So then I can have double the amount here and make the bean donuts without having to get more chocolate. So let's just add cocoa powder to this and we'll stir it. It's gonna be, obviously it's not gonna make it exactly like chocolate, but it's at least gonna give it a darker color and a little bit of the dark chocolate flavor, or chocolate flavor at least. I have a lot of cocoa powder, so thank you, Miss Barbara. So I have a lot of that. So this will work. This is called getting creative and gathering up your fragments. That's a good thing to do today because you know what? Groceries are expensive. We're looking at what we can do to save some money. So instead of going out and buying probably I'll say 2, maybe 3. I don't even know how much chocolate chips. I think they're $3. Are they $3 a bag? I don't even know, $2. Look at that. Okay, so that's not bad. It's not obviously chocolate, but it gives, oh, so you first get the white chocolate taste, then you get the aftertaste of chocolate. Like dark, like brown chocolate. Brown chocolate, that makes sense. Not bad. Okay, so we're gonna get on to chocolate bean donuts. We've made these forever. Everyone's like, people get tired of bean donuts. I don't get tired of bean donuts. Right here. The beautiful thing is people in homes like repetition, so they'll eat the same thing over and over and over, but internet is used to like new and this and that. I want to see new things, and so on my channel I don't make a lot of new things. Love for people that can make new things all the time. I'm just not. Our family likes the same thing, so it gets boring for a while for people, and that's understandable. You see the food I'm making now, it's the same food I've been making 5 years ago, so it's just part of what we're doing here. So I'm looking, okay, it's a cup of green. Is this gonna be a cup? I think, yeah, 2 cans. I was gonna say, is it 2 cans for double? But this is more, my channel is not more so about like the food. It's gonna be like new stuff. It's gonna be what we eat. So I guess if you're newer, you'll see new stuff, but if you've been around for a while, you've been seeing me make the same stuff for a while, just because we like it. And that's what you do in real life, I think. Okay, so we just put everything in here and you're gonna mix it in your mixer. Oh, see, where's all my stuff? It's way over here, hold on. I'm gonna go right down the list so I don't mess anything up. You're gonna add a cup of milk in there. I don't want to miss the ingredients. All right, teaspoons. We are going for baking powder first. It's 3/4 of a teaspoon, so I'm doing double. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. All right, and I do 2 tablespoons of vanilla. Isn't that crazy? Like I know, I always thought that was so much. Mama Bells on her cookies, she had 2 tablespoons too, and I thought that was a lot, but oh well. And a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Salt and sugar. That's 1 cup of sugar. Almost. All right. We're gonna go over here, and then I'm gonna put it on the blender and blend it up. So you're gonna mix that in with the chocolate chips and with, it's a cup, 1 cup of flour, so I'll do 2 because I'm adding it. So I'm just gonna mix it all in here. Haven't had my donut pan out in quite some time, so this was the last bag. Miss Barbara got me these years ago in the mountains. I don't know, there was 100 in a pack, so I guess usually I do like 2 every time I make donuts, so roughly I probably used it for a few other things, but I have probably made these donut recipes at least 50 times at least, because that's how many was in here. So I just haven't made them in a while here. Okay, so this will be good. I have to use a bag. So if you just pipe it into your bag, I've used Ziploc bags. That's what I'm going to use for the other one today. Just make sure they're good quality, because if you use cheap ones, it will explode. So, and then these ones are weird because the corners on they're like, they have like a bottom on them. So we'll see. But anyways, let's just get these in here, and then we'll get them in the oven. I'm gonna do my best to try to refill this, because I know the Ziploc bag is gonna be not as good. I think if I just try to get it, it's gonna be a mess, but that's okay. We'll do our best here. I did see, you know, YouTube videos, and I guess it'd be TikTok, but I say YouTube Shorts, where somebody took their donut pan and she did like sausage, like in a ring around it, and then she put egg in there, and then she made little sandwiches, and they baked them in the oven. I'm like, that's a really neat. I think she did pancakes too. Yeah, she did pancakes. Oh, I'm sorry. She did pancake batter, sausage or bacon in there, and then another batter on top. I'm like, that's kind of genius. You know, like a fun, stay with the times, find something new to do with your equipment. Kind of neat. Okay, look at this. Will probably work, right? It's going to be a little messy, but I feel like that other bag is going to be messy because it's not a straight bag. It's got that weird bottom. And I'll have to do this twice because this is double the recipe here. These are good. If you don't have a muffin pan, you can just use a cupcake pan. They work the same. Put in a cake pan if you want to. Okay, well that's gonna be good. We'll see how this does here. Wash my hands. Got 2 flies flying around here and I cannot find my fly swatter anywhere. I usually have it right there on the door and I'm like, where did it go to? Because, you know, I leave the doors open, so only time of year that I do. But it's not good. Okay, that's gonna work. Look at that. Okay, let's redo these. Well, let's do these and then we'll put them in the oven. I only had room for I was thinking I would only be able to do 1 or 2 more, but I forgot I had my mini donut pan, which I would never pay full price for. We got it at Goodwill for like $6. I feel like I'm over that age of where I'll be making mini donuts ever again, but you never know. For now, we have it. Let's put these in the oven. Okay, we're gonna keep moving forward. The donuts are in the oven. The bagels are right here. I'm gonna do those in just a minute, but I'm gonna mix up my next bread. And we're not gonna do pretzel dogs right here, but we're gonna do pretzel bites. We're gonna use that same recipe because it's yummy, it's good, and oh, I just dropped my paper. My paper went in my water. No, let's do it again. Okay, you know what, your list. Thank goodness it wasn't a big list. I put it in there to hold my place so I would make because if I do cookies, I'm usually by the end of the day, I'm like, oh, I gotta make the icing still. So I was gonna make the icing right away for the donuts, but I didn't. So I had that holding that, and that's okay. We'll just throw it away after. So for this, it's 1.5 cups of warm water. Oh, and then you add 1 tablespoon of sugar in here. Let me see. How much is it? Yeast, tablespoon of yeast. All right, even better. You can't see anything. I'm gonna pour it in there just because my thing is all wet. So kind of estimate yeast. Good. Okay. And then, is that it? Dissolve yeast, sugar, salt. There's butter too. There is. Okay, let me do my salt. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I feel like a little bit more. Okay, I need to go at 2 ounces of butter. Melted. Okay, hold on. I gotta go get that. Okay, butter. So I've got warm water, yeast, sugar, salt, and butter. Okay, making sure I got all that in here. Let me pour that in there. We'll stir that around. And is it just regular bread? It is regular flour. I don't have to use my bread flour. Do you do your bread flour? Would it make it fluffier? This is the question. The bagels turn out way better. Let's use bread flour just to make it better. Okay, so I'm gonna put this into my bowl here. Let me get out. Let's go over here. We're gonna add in 4.5 cups of flour and let it mix and do its thing. And while that's mixing, let's do the bagels. right, I just cleaned up a disaster. Maybe a lot of you saw that coming. I feel like I made that same mistake before. So I'm concerned. I'm like, I'll use up that white chocolate. And I feel like I did that before, thinking I would use melting chocolate. I think I had regular stuff and put it in donuts. It's not the same as chocolate chips. It is not. And I feel like this happened last time. And so, yeah, basically I just threw away majority of those donuts. I have this much, that's it. Oh my gosh. My day today. It's one of those days where you just want to go, why? Why? So, anyways, live and learn. Do not use the white chocolate or melting chocolate for your donuts because it does not hold its shape. I had these just also, that's it. And they will not do very good for dipping. They mostly stuck to the pan. So the little ones turned out better, but I just dropped a bunch on the floor. So I will just see if these get eaten. Maybe I'll put some powdered sugar on top. Live and learn. But like I said, I feel like I had those, like as I was trying to get them out of the pan, I'm like, didn't I have the same scenario like before? Yeah, I think I did. So that's okay. So now instead of just throwing away the chocolate, you know, the dollar chocolate, now I just wasted the dollar chocolate and the flour and everything else that I just made. So it's okay. Learn from my mistakes. Don't do that. Sometimes you can substitute, sometimes you cannot. Okay, so anyways, we're gonna just keep, you know what? It happens. Accidents happen. Mistakes happen. You just gotta keep moving forward. For a moment, I was just like, here I am trying to gather fragments. So I wanted to start complaining in my head, right? I'm trying to gather fragments, use up things, get creative, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm like, did I really have to use the white chocolate? No, I couldn't. I didn't even need to. Didn't even need to. I could have just made one batch and been fine. But I did not, so it's all good. So anyways, okay, so I gotta get my water boiling for my bagels here. And we'll pick up the chocolate after. It's okay. I started doing pizza dough. So pizza dough is something we've been making forever and ever. I got this really great idea to make, did I do regular or bread? Let's do bread. Really great idea. I have, because I started doing the pretzels and I'm like, oh, I could do like pepperoni pretzels and this and that. But I'm like, I don't want to do too much. And then I was thinking, I saw my recipe for Cuban egg rolls. And I'm like, I could do Cuban egg rolls. Let me start this here. So then I was thinking, oh, I could do Cuban egg rolls. I'm like, I have like 5 pieces of ham lunch meat. But I'm like, but I do have pepperoni, I have salami and provolone cheese. And I'm like, you know, I need to make some pizza crust because we have a lot of pizza ingredient, like things to make that'd be easy for the kids to make. And I'm like, I could probably do like a stromboli. I made stromboli in a long time. I'll just do like 1 stromboli loaf and the rest I'll do my pizza dough. So this is my pizza dough. We love it. Yummy, delicious. I added in Italian seasoning and garlic. I had to open the door because those flies are driving me crazy. So now welcome in their brothers and cousins and aunts and uncles, and then hopefully they'll just leave me alone. So all good. I'm just like, it's okay. It's all good. What are you gonna do? Life, right? It's just gonna happen. So let's do our pizza dough. This is, I'm gonna add in 6.5 cups to this. The pretzel dough I put over there so it can rise up. Then I'm gonna get a pot of water boiling with sugar for the bagels. I'm gonna put my bagels in the boiling water here. Those donuts I just threw away. I did. It was one of those things where I walked by and I picked it up and I'm like, it's okay. It doesn't taste like it normally does. So I'm like, that's okay. It was a waste. It was a fail. I wasted a bunch of dollars worth of food right there, but what are you gonna do? Beat yourself up about it? Feel bad? No, it's okay. So pizza dough is almost done. I'm gonna drop this in the boiling water. And then when these are done, we'll brush them with egg wash and we'll put them in the oven and bake them. And then I'll start on my pretzels. Okay, I remember Maddie said she was not a fan of the bigger salt. She just liked the thinner salt. So I'm gonna do this right here. Oops, there's 2 cookie sheets. There's 2, there's 6. And we'll bake them. Okay, now I think we can do our pretzels here. It's kind of sad enough. Okay, let's bring this over here. Maxine, she's over here hanging out. Look at her. She's like, I'm gonna sit in my sunshine. Hey, getting your sunshine on? You like your sunshine? She's like, yes, I'm enjoying my sunshine. Okay, so now the pretzels are baking soda and water. So let me get my water dumped out and I will add fresh water with baking soda. Okay, let's go over here. So I'm gonna get my dough out here. Oh, this is nice. That dough is really nice. Nice and spongy. Oh, I like that. That's good pretzel dough. Okay, so we're gonna divide this. Let's see here. Let's see if we can make these good. So you're gonna make these into a long rope and then you're just gonna cut them. We have Culver's pretzel balls, right? And they sell them at the store. But then it would be like a rounded ball. But every time I'm looking online, it's like they're just showing like, roll it out like this and then cut it with the like cutter. So it's more like a bite. But we've ate it, the Auntie Anne's pretzel. I just don't really remember what it has in there. Is theirs more like a chunk of it or is it round? I don't know. I feel like the pretzel balls I'm used to from Walmart and Sam's Club. So could you make a ball? Like, would it be hard? Let me think. You just roll this, would that be good? Or is that the reason why people don't do this because it takes forever? You could have a little ball. It's gonna be a little bit, not as small. Can we keep flushing it together? Could you do a ball? Could we do a ball? Can I try? I'm gonna try, right? Let's do this. So let me roll this up. It's gonna take me forever. This is like the cookies that take forever. Let's see. Let's just cut. So they just cut them and then they just drop them in boiling water. So, but what if you took the time to roll them into little balls? I don't know if they would get all separated or what. You know what I mean? Like it's not gonna be a perfectly round ball. So you just kind of like have to pinch it in. Is that gonna work? I don't know. So should I do some both ways? Why not? I failed on the donuts today. Why don't we fail on the pretzel balls? It happens, part of life. I'm wondering if that would work. I don't know. So if you just kind of roll it. So I just don't know. I'll just do this one part like this. Just this one link of it. Okay, the other ones we'll do like just square. So I'm thinking like you can't just roll it. So I'm thinking if you kind of pull it and like where you pull it and push it back in the middle and make like a ball. That looks a little bit better. I don't know. This is a really good dough though. It'll make really nice pretzels however it works. So what, are you gonna make anything this week? Any kind of baking treats this week or any kind of baking? I'm really liking doing all these little bread projects and, you know, finding new things. Well, they're new things, but like finding the pretzels and kind of making these more and more and perfecting them. I feel good with that. Even the hamburger buns, we made some and I'm like, the kids were like, these are so good. I'm like, it's nice having, you know, it's nice making your own stuff and then knowing it tastes good and you made it from scratch. Yeah, I don't know about the balls. I feel like just the cutting's easier because you would be here all day doing this. They probably have a machine that plops them out. I have to assume Culver's does. Or they buy them from Walmart. Whoever makes them at Walmart and sells them. I see them at Publix too. The pretzel or whatever they call them. All right, we're not gonna do that for the rest of them, just for those. Okay, we're just gonna roll this one out. Okay, we're doing different sizes because the first one I did the balls, the next one I did tinier ones, and the next one I did bigger chunks. Let's see what works. I'm waiting for the water to boil. I'm gonna need another pan, but my bagels will be done and I can swap them out and just use the same parchment paper. Okay, here we go. And I think you can drop it like 10 at a time. So let's do the big ones first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's do 12, 13. We're always doing more. Let those kind of heat for about 30 seconds. I think my bagels are done. Oh yeah, oh, look at it. Crispy bagels. Oh, those are delicious. Those are good, very good. You gotta have something turn out good, otherwise you're like, huh. And even when I went out because I was gonna make sausage, red beans, and rice for my kids, I don't have any sausage, and so I'm like, do I just make red beans and rice? The kids, you know, Autumn was like, that sounds really good, and I'm like, and I went up to the freezer. I have every set kind of meat except sausage, and I'm like, I don't even have hot dogs, so I'm like, hold on a second. Her neighbor puppy's out. Oh, whoa, whoa, careful. Nobody's coming. Anyways, and so I was looking out there. I'm like, what can I make? Oh, Maxine. Hold on, she's got to have her look for a minute. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, Maxine. So these ones I'm going to put pretzel salt on. Some recipes say to put the egg on it, some just say to put salt on it right away. So I guess you can do whatever you want to do. I guess I'll just do big chunks of salt. So I was talking about what was I talking about? I was talking about the sausage with beans and rice, so I didn't have any of that. So then I thought, well, I have a lot of fajita chicken meat left still, and I thought I could do pasta and broccoli, and because everybody likes that, because I've got Parmesan cheese, that'll be a good, easy lunch. So I go to the freezer, and all I have is the Normandy, which is okay. It's just cauliflower and carrots in there with the broccoli, and I'm like, I guess the kids will eat that, right? Like, if I make it, will they not eat it? So then I'm like, and I just came in here, and I saw that I have broccoli in here, so I'm like, all right, thank you, Lord. Because I don't mind gathering fragments, but I'm trying to, like, what can I make that the kids are going to eat without making it too bad? I don't know about the red beans and rice. I might make that. I just don't know if I'll eat it with just without the sausage. I just don't know if they'd rather have the sausage, because I can wait till I can get some. It will be a little bit, but I will get some. Is there going to be too many in here? Let's put a bunch in. Okay, so let's just do it a little bit different. Some I'm going to do the salt, regular salt. Some I'll do the big salt. Also I'll do the regular salt. And then these ones I'll coat with egg and then put salt on them. And we'll put these ones right in the oven, so the balls might be good, I guess. They'll look a little lumpy, we'll see. Turn my oven is up. And then we'll get the next batch over there. It's gonna be ready to cut out. And I got nacho cheese here to melt for dipping. We're going to put these in the oven. And then let's go over here, and I'll take the bagels off. Oh, so sorry. Take the bagels off, put them on the racks here, and then we'll do the next batch of pretzels. Okay, so pretzels are in the oven. They're looking good. I got another pot of water boiling for the pasta and broccoli. What I'm gonna do next is basically like a stromboli. So I'm gonna put on here, I'm gonna make a couple different ones, but I've got some ham, I've got pepperoni, I've got salami, I've got peppers and onions. I'm thinking to put that on there and kind of roll it up. Put it on a baking sheet, which I need some more baking sheets. And then we'll bake it in the oven. Cover it with, I think I've got the egg. I'm almost done with this. I've got the egg wash. I'm thinking probably when it comes out I'll do butter, but I'm thinking this is gonna work here. So I literally just have like, that's not even that much. Okay, let's do, I guess I'll just do one with ham because there's only 4 pieces of ham. Or 2, let's do 2, let's separate it. There we go, 2 like that. And I do have my hands are coated with dough. I have salami. Maxine, she perked her head up. She knew there's salami. Do you smell the salami? Let me pull this down a little bit here. I usually like to fill these like so full. Oh, she knew. You knew. She knows the sound of the package. Did you want one? I know you do. There you go. I'll give you one. I'll give you one. Okay, then pepperoni in here. I'll do all kinds different. I'm just going to do this one with some onion stuff because I know Greg will eat the onions. I don't know if the kids will eat the onions. Oh, I got lots of pepper. I need a bacon to put in here. How much meat do you put in there? I don't know. I guess we'll see here. I won't put bacon. Pepperoni. We have a lot of pepperoni. Remember I got that at, where'd I buy it at? The food store. I'm trying to think which one it was. It was just a big old huge bag for cheap. This is peppers and onions. I didn't even film yesterday, did I? We had burgers, and so I just took onions from my freezer and peppers. I thought it was out of onions. The outside freezer had a whole 2 bags in there. So yeah, I had plenty. So look at this. What if we go like this? Not too much. Let's take a look up there. Okay, now I've got provolone cheese. We're gonna create a nice little treat out of using up things. This won't be a fail like the bean donuts. This one will work out good. Even if it does fail, it'll be delicious because it's bread and pizza toppings. Okay, so thinking from what I remember, we kind of roll this up this way. I should have put this off-centered a little bit, kind of like a burrito, but that's okay because you want to close all your corners. Otherwise, it will open and explode. Look at that. I feel like I need some flour so it's not sticky. Okay, look at that. There is that. That's going to be great. A nice little calzone, I'm going to call it. That's what it is, right? It's going to be really good. Okay, let me do this one. I like to mark them so I know which one is the peppers. I'll do some with, I bet you the kids will. Should I do these in pizza? I'm just debating. If I make little pizzas, then, oh, hold on. These were done. Okay, look at those. Okay, okay, the balls are more like a pretzel ball. That looks a little bit yummier, but let's see here. Kind of sticking. I think they mentioned spraying things. Okay, I guess I can just set these here for right now. Let's finish this up. The flies. Okay, so this will be good. So I'm debating, do I do this for the kids and do some with pepperoni? Instead of making pizza, I was just gonna make pizza dough for them so they can make pizzas. But I don't think I added my last cup of flour. I know I didn't. Just kind of make sure it's not sticky. Okay, look at, you can even see, look at that. That's another one. Those are gonna be great. Okay, let's do another one with, do I do another one, right? Okay, I'll do one more. I was just thinking, I'm like, do I do another one or not? I'll just do one because, you know what? If they don't eat it, that's a lot of pizza dough wasted on calzones. They probably, it's like, they don't mind it, but I think they'd rather have pizza. You know what I mean? So, let me do this. It seems random. She's like, Mom, I know there's pepperoni there. I gave you some eggs today too. Yes, you had some leftover eggs. I don't think you need any more salami. So we'll just do one of these. And then I can have the pepperoni. We have cheese and we got sauce, and we can use that for some pizzas if they want pizzas for lunch or dinner or whatever. I'm gonna make the pasta and broccoli too. I don't mind having extra. All right, right there, perfect. Pulling the sides. All right, so I've got this and this and this. Right here, so toothpicks will show that this one is not the one with onions. We'll put this, cover it with egg. I've got this little bit of egg here, so I might as well use it. I think it'd be better to do butter on it when it comes out, but we'll do some of this on top. That'll use this up at least. So nothing's going to waste like the other failed. Put this over here. Okay, let's do a few just regular pizza doughs. I'll just make small ones for the kids. Those are delicious. So how would I make them next time? Would I do them tiny? Would I do them as a ball or would I do them as a chunk? I just do a chunk. It's just easier. The balls would be great, but you gotta roll all 5,000 of those out. So that's not good. So these are delicious. These are gonna be great. I think the thicker salt is gonna be a little too much salty. So I'm kind of, you ever get that pretzel where you're like, oh my goodness, way too much salt? So I can see why that would not be good. So this will be good here. Pizza dough here. Making pasta. Let's go over here. Okay, I'm just gonna wash a couple dishes up while I'm waiting for this in the oven and the pasta to be done. Okay, the pretzels are done. The pasta's gonna be done. I just washed the dishes in the sink, so I'm gonna get this right here. I'm gonna cut 3 vents in here, and then I'm gonna put this in the oven and let it bake. And these will be really good, so they don't explode. Otherwise, they'll explode everywhere. They'll bake for about 15 minutes. Hi, Maddie. Okay, so for food here, for either lunch or dinner, it depends on who wants to eat what. This I put in here is our chicken fajita meat, and I just put the lid on it because it was frozen. And I put a little bit, let's put this broccoli in here. Oh, 1 second, see this. I put some garlic pepper in there. I put some, I don't usually ever put Italian seasoning, but I put Italian seasoning in there. And I'll probably do a little bit of olive oil so it doesn't stick. I'm gonna add the pasta back in. That's it, and then we add Parmesan cheese. It's very good. It's simple. It's a very simple dish, but everybody likes it. So Maddie came down. She had my pretzels. She said they were good, amazing. That made me feel good because I told her how good. I told her how I felt on the donuts, and I was like, oh, please let something turn out good. So happy with those. That's a good thing. So this will just kind of, the broccoli's got to melt here. Just melt because it's frozen. And then this will be either, like I said, either they can have this for lunch. I don't care what order. I don't care when the kids eat or how they do. It's like today's one of those days where everybody's kind of in and out the door. So maybe they'll have this for lunch. Maybe they'll make a pizza for later. Or I still have chicken patties and I still have burgers too. So I don't want to do too much food because it doesn't get eaten. So I need to be frugal and be careful so nothing goes to waste. But pretzels, winner. And the bagels definitely look like a winner too. So the calzones are cooking. I think those are going to be really delicious. It's going to be a good day. It's a great day. The sun is out. feel like today's gonna be a good afternoon for me, and it's like I'll just enjoy my day a little bit more and almost be done here in the kitchen. Your pasta in here. This is really simple and delicious. I didn't really add much olive oil, so do some olive oil because you don't really want it sticking. This is just a simple, easy. We've been making this recipe we started in the mountains making it, and whoops, kids really like it. Just one of those easy, simple recipes where it's just literally pasta, chicken, and broccoli. So I just like to stir this and then put in, I'm gonna turn it off because it's all heated, Parmesan cheese, and that's it. Look at that. This is something everybody will eat, where you think they don't love broccoli, but they like this. That's a beautiful thing. You can just leave it just like that and then put the lid on it and the cheese will melt in there. It's good. Okay, the only bad thing about my sink is that I have that rack in there. So every time I make doughy stuff, the dough just sticks all over that rack and it's just yuck. I need to take it out, but it's like, where do you put a big giant thing? It doesn't fit my dishwasher. I just need to take it out. But anyways, eventually I'll learn it, just like the bean donuts. I will learn never to do the melting chocolate again. So I'm finished in here. I was just talking, I'm like, I feel like that's all I'm gonna do because we have calzones. There is gonna be pizza crust, there's the pasta and broccoli, and I have chicken and burgers left over. So, and I've got the bagels and the pretzel bites, which turned out amazing. They were a winner. So it's been a good day. It's early. It is only 10:30. Well, I'm getting my game going much early. It seems like it was taking me a long time. Like I'd work right up until I had to get out the door. So I feel like today went a whole lot faster. So thank you, Jesus, for getting this done real quick. So the calzones are gonna be yummy. We will take those, cut them up, and dip them in pizza sauce. That'll be delicious. Pizzas, you know how to make pizza, right? Dough, and then put the sauce on, like pepperoni and cheese. That's a winner. So the calzones, how I knew they were done, I had it on high bake, so it was brown in the top real quick. I was like, ooh, I forgot. So I turned it down just to the conventional so it can kind of get in there, so it's a little bit darker on top. No big deal, it's gonna be delicious. They're not hard or too dark or anything, but check the internal temperature. So you wanna make sure they're at 165, which they are, and they are good to go. So now I'm done here. I'm done with my kitchen, done with my food. I had a good baking day, even after the fail, but that's okay, because you know what? We can make them again another time after I get chocolate chips. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Baking, make some calzones. It's something different. You can make a whole bunch of pockets as well. I could have done a whole bunch of those instead of pizza crust, but my kids just prefer pizza crust, so you gotta make what they're gonna eat. So, all right, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. If you wanna learn some tips on different things that I've learned over the years for saving money and being more efficient in the home on Thursday. If not, come back Friday, we'll do more food. So, all right, I'll see you. Bye.